5, 4, 3, 2, 1, sync. Hey everybody, and welcome to the TTV BrickFeed Podcast. I'm Jonathan.
I'm Barteran.
I'm Mesa.
I'm LJ.
I'm Purple.
I'm Just2Good, back for another video.
Oh!
Hey, surprise!
Guys, it's like the greatest Mardi Gras ever.
Mardi Gras!
Mardi Gras!
Can't go on episode.
Nope.
And this is BrickFeed episode 37.
Fantastic.
You know, I think he's the only guest we have had that didn't need us to go, and introducing. He just went along.
Yeah, that
with
was
me
good.
more.
There's some good
Thank
professional
you,
timing.
thank you.
It's because he knows how to introduce himself.
Yes. Yeah.
Listen, when you make your own content, you know, you gotta be like, all right, I know how this goes.
Yeah. That's
Take
true.
it
How's
really
it going today, good sir?
Oh, it's going great. It's a great day. You know, I went to Target. They didn't have any new Lego, unfortunately. I'm looking for... I don't know what I'm looking for because all the new Lego's already out, but like...
Yeah, I was
they
about to say,
didn't have it
did they have any Lego at all? Because my Target still hasn't restocked.
yet. Really?
my Target's out. My Walmart's out. My
Wow.
Walmart is literally a
Walmart's a
giant
graveyard.
empty. Yeah, it's like all the Lego sets went to war, basically.
Yeah, you're just seeing the aftermath of the long
You're just seeing
Christmas
the aftermath.
battle.
It's just like
Oh,
the
God.
people who missed the draft. You know.
No, we got you know, like Lego Batman, all the new stuff, Lego Batman movie.
Yeah.
So mine
yeah.
are stocked. So I live in a college area, so like a lot of like I guess they need to be stocked because it's very popular and it's Target.
That's what it is, yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
You're also going to miss out on sales.
Yeah.
Bro,
it's
the
true.
Lego Batman already is like selling big.
Oh,
I
yeah,
can't
I can
imagine
tell
once the
you.
movie comes out. We said this before, but we went to the Lego store after the Lego movie came out, and we were talking to one of the guys, and he said the Lego movie was the biggest sale like he's ever seen. Like he said, at the Lego store, they almost never run out of sets, and they ran out of sets after the Lego movie. The people were just buying them like
That
anything.
is crazy.
They're
Wow.
snatching them up.
I mean,
Wow.
heck,
Yeah.
that's a lot of that people believe had to do with Bionicle G2 getting canned because Lego had to kind of pull back on advertising and recoup.
That is the
There are
narrative
rumors.
that we've heard so far.
Yeah.
Right, that
I'm learning
Lego
new
had
stuff.
to like.
Wow.
They had to pull back because they didn't have a lot of factory space. They're building new factories, and then presumably they're like, you know, what is going to sell more? Is it going to be more Bionicle sets, or is it going to be like a Batman? Presumably.
Yeah. I see.
So-
Here's a question I wonder. Do you guys
Okay.
think crazy predictions based on absolutely nothing but speculation, which will sell better? Lego Batman or Lego movie?
Lego
Ooh.
Batman.
Oh,
Lego
Batman,
Batman.
easy.
Lego
Batman.
Batman,
Lego Batman.
easy.
Yeah.
Because it's like
Wow.
a licensed theme. Batman
Exactly.
is obviously
Right.
popular,
Yeah.
so...
And it's
Emmett
like
will rise again.
it's the best. It's the best like comic version. You know, like adaptation of a comic character. I feel in these sets. Like
Yeah.
as
Oh,
someone who likes comics, all the minifigures
Best
are
DC
phenomenal.
movie
The
after
vehicles.
last, like, 5 years.
I know, that's what
Honestly.
I'm looking. I'm like, yeah, because I was not a fan of like Batman v Superman or Suicide Squad or anything
Oh,
like that.
God,
You're-
do not
you're
get
not
them started,
alone.
please.
Let's avoid talking
talk
about
about
that. We'll be
happy
here for another
things.
3 hours.
Yeah.
Thanks.
We won't.
Funny,
Okay.
the same length as the Batman movie.
Yeah.
The extended cut, at least.
Yeah.
Well, either way.
Yeah, you know the
Anyhow,
Batman. Wait, sorry, the Batman, Lego Batman movie, red carpet. You guys are going, right? Yeah.
Of course.
Oh
We've
yeah, no,
already been
totally, of
invited.
course.
Yeah, of
We're
course.
being
Yeah.
flown
We've
out
been, we're being flown out. We've been personally invited by Lego itself.
by Lego.
Yeah.
Will Arnett called us himself. He was like, hey, come out.
It was in his Batman voice. Very impressive.
Yeah.
Oh, very, very impressive. Guys,
Should we
you guys are-
add the
you're great
the
actors.
sarcasm citation here? Because you know someone in
sure.
the fan base is not going to understand this.
We're
is
not
Slash
going
S.
anywhere.
We're not actually
Unfortunately.
going. If we were going anywhere, it'd be to the Ninjago movie premiere.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, that'd be so much
Aw.
fun.
I'm
Those
hoping-
TTV guys, they didn't get enough YouTube money, so now they're getting sponsorships from Legos. Oh God, they're such
I'm really hoping
I
that
wish.
like
I wish.
I know, right?
Tommy Anderson or the Hageman brothers take enough pity on us after watching all of our coverages. They're like, you know what? Let's bring him over. Come on, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's have some
That would be
antics
really
ensue.
nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I'll settle for a picture of us, you know, and then Michael Sierra photoshopped in the background, you know?
Michael
Awesome.
Sierra.
Michael Sierra.
Yeah. Well, either
Sierra missed.
Michael
But yeah,
Sierra missed.
real quick, before you move on, Messa, and with the mention of the Hageman brothers, it just reminded me, this isn't really on our news docket, but I just wanted to know, has anyone watched Brent Miller's interview with the Hageman brothers yet?
Not
Not
yet.
yet.
I have
It's
not
been-
seen that yet.
School started this week,
I've
and it
seen
got
it.
like in the way of all the important stuff in my life, like listening to Brent Miller's interview with the Hageman
I've
brothers.
seen it. It
So-
was quite insightful. And
Was
really
it? Okay.
Oh, really?
Because I haven't seen it yet either, so I was wondering if it's worth
Were there
walking
any
in.
like really interesting tidbits from it? Like
I'm sure there were, yeah. I'm not
Ooh,
going to tell
okay.
them here because, like, you know, interest
Yeah.
varies by person to person.
exactly,
but
yeah.
I found a lot of this stuff really cool.
Oh yeah, I'll
All
check
right,
that
so
out.
okay, that's
Did
good.
they talk about
I
like
would
production and like that kind of thing? So
I recommend everybody go see it, and we can talk about it next week.
Yep,
yeah, cool. Sounds
yeah.
like a good deal.
I'll
You
never
guys should check
remember,
it out,
but
Brent Miller.
that's Brent Miller's official YouTube channel, and if you don't know who that is, Brent Miller is the voice actor of Zane from the Ninjago
Yes.
TV show.
We
So-
He
actually,
came on and talked to us about
yeah, we interviewed him.
last
He's a
year.
cool dude.
Yeah,
He is so cool.
Really, really cool. guy.
really great guy.
cool like
Yeah.
ice, like Zane Ninja voice.
Okay.
So anyway, do you
Yeah,
guys
let's
have
move
any
on now.
Lego sets this week?
Any new
kinda-
Legos?
Yeah, thanks.
Huh.
I kind of did.
Nope.
I did. I, got
I
one.
definitely did.
Oh, well, I got
Listen
it
here.
first. Okay.
Somebody volunteer.
I'll
Well-
volunteer as a guest. I
I
guess.
was
Yeah.
about to say,
Okay.
we know for a fact you have Lego sets to talk
Yes,
about. So.
just too many sets. But yeah.
Wow.
Hey, fun. Yeah, I know. I got okay. So first off, I got for $30. I got the helicopter and limousine set from City at Walmart. Which is
Okay.
good. That's like
All right.
I think that was 40% off. Pretty good. Haven't built
Oh,
it
nice.
yet. It takes me a while to build Lego sets that are like not new because like I kind of put them on the back burner. And then I got a lot of stuff from eBay that you'll probably see in a whole video or something soon. Like I've been buying a lot of Lego cars lately. I don't know why. Like Lego, the Cars Pixar stuff. I'm like,
Really?
I'm like, I missed out on this. They're kind of cheap. I'll check them out. So I think
Gotta
I
build
got
that Cars 3 hype.
exactly. Yeah, you know, I'm going to review them leading up to that movie. So I got I think Mater Spy Zone or something, and I got Flynn McMissile, small little set. So that's really it, though. I haven't gotten actually too much this week compared to other weeks for Lego, but yeah.
I
Interesting.
entered into the topsy-turvy world of the Nexo Knights Battle Suits.
Oh shoot!
I did as well. Let's talk
Really?
about this.
In the past, we've spoken about them, and I'm not sure what you think, J2G,
Oh,
but
I like the Axle one. I have the Axle one. I really like
Axel
it.
one seems really popular.
Yeah, 'cause-
excellent.
I bought the Axel one too.
Really?
I bought
Yeah.
Axel, but I also bought Aaron, because I had previously written off a lot of the other figures. Like, Axel just looked the best because he wasn't a traditional minifigure, he didn't have the tiny
Yeah.
head syndrome or whatever. I was actually surprised by how much I actually did like Aaron despite that fact. Because Axel, he's cool, he has the best look, but because he's so short and stubby, and because the arms are so big, he actually can't pose as well as some of the others can. He looks the best when standing in his stock pose, but Aaron, for instance, has ton more functionality, ton more articulation. He's got a launcher, his shield can turn into his hoverboard from the show and whatnot. So
Ooh.
I think he's chock full of a lot of cool features that Axel doesn't have. Axel still looks great, though. I'm not gonna lie.
That's cool. Well,
Say
I'm
he's
glad
not
you
a
like
good
that
set.
one. Yeah, because like you said, the tiny head syndrome for all those other ones besides Axel is something that really made me not want to get the other ones like Macy.
It totally is. It does exist. It's a problem. It
Yeah.
doesn't look as bad as I thought it would in
cool,
person.
cool. That's cool. Yeah.
These figures, people have spoken about them before, and in the community, they're not exactly unanimously loved. Some people think they're a little clunky and whatnot, and they kind of are. You know, they're not perfect.
Yeah.
But I really am impressed by their builds. I feel they bring a lot of new and interesting stuff to the table.
Yeah, I would say for people, if you're if you're not sure about these, give them a try. Buy the Axel one, see how you like that, and if you like that one, you should buy some of the other ones like
At
Clay
least
or whatever.
get one of these kind of figures. Like Nexo Knights has some figures like this in their new wave. Mr. Freeze's battle suit is
Yeah.
kind of like this.
Mhm.
They share a lot of the parts.
The Mixel mech, I guess, is what I'm trying to call it. Basically, it's like
The Mixel
it's a
mech,
human, it's a humanoid figure with Mixel parts,
Yeah.
and it is a new type of builder trying out.
And rest
Now
in
that
peace,
construction's
Mixels.
kind of-
Yeah.
Yep.
You had a good
Mixels.
run,
Yeah,
honestly.
it did.
So I was looking at my thing of the Axel mech is that the legs are really stubby, and I'm not sure why because the actual leg part seems to just go back for a bit. And I'm not sure if you can. I'll see if I can find a photo of it. But if you're looking at the set, you totally know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
Where
Just
it's like
the upper legs are a little
the
awkward.
upper legs are, or I guess I don't know if there's any upper legs really. There's
I was
just
saying
one part. That's
for
a
me it
leg.
was the feet that were kind of awkward. I don't know.
The feet are, definitely.
Yeah, that's when I was playing with it, I noticed it a little bit. I was like, yeah.
For me,
those
though,
feet,
it's the
seem
fact that
kind
the
of
upper
standard
legs,
fare.
the upper legs are almost as wide as in fact, they're wider than they are long.
That's
That's my
interesting.
problem with it.
Yeah.
They definitely are.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
It doesn't look too bad in that photo, but like when you have the set and you're looking at it, it's like that leg piece goes really far back.
Yeah, I mean, I
Way
can kind
more
of
than
see
it
it
should.
there because, like, I can see how that piece could be flipped the other way, so the leg would be longer instead of so wide.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah, I see. I totally get what you're saying. Yeah. I like
Either way.
Axel's big axe. I think that's a really
Yes.
cool build. Yeah, I love the
Yeah,
like
All
the
of their
trans-
trans-
cool.
weapons.
translucent.
Wouldn't be
orange
Axel without
thing.
an axe.
Right, yeah. Yeah, so it's cool. And
How does
I
it
like the
really
new
do-
clamp design they have for like, opening up the little cockpit sort of thing.
Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah, I like that piece. It's
It's
cool. It's like two pieces.
That
Well, you can't
piece
really
is
tell
really
it
good.
from some of the pictures, but their weapons, at least Axel's does, has like the patterning where like it shines in the light, almost like a
Yeah.
kaleidoscope. Of
Yeah,
sorts
yeah, yeah.
when you
I
look
like
at
that.
it, and I love it to
Ooh.
death.
Yeah.
Bionicle fans will remember it from like Gorest's wings or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah, no.
Oh, wow.
It's really cool. It's like
Oh.
I don't know
Not
how
sure
to
if there's a
describe
system
it.
equivalent. I think Clay's sword from like
No, yeah, for me it was something new for me because I wasn't huge into Bionicle with the guess the later stuff. So yeah, I was like, well, it's so cool. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
I don't know.
Interesting.
And then another thing on the subject of these that I noticed because I was at Target buying these two, and one more Bionicle related tangent. I saw that they're
Oh,
selling
boy.
Nexo Knights power packs, and they're like little packs full of multicolored shield pieces, and you can apply them to your actual battle suit shields, or you can use them in other builds. And a lot of the sets use them, and they're for the app game. You scan them, and each shield has a different power for the game that you can use, Nexo powers. And all I could think of was mask packs. They're back.
Actually,
they're back.
I remember. I think I remember those the mask packs because I was back in the day. I used to be into Bionicle. I remember them as these little containers. Is that what the mask packs were? Because I remember there was these little containers I would get at like Kmart. And they would have a little mask inside or something like that.
Yeah,
Multiple.
there are boxes with a couple masks.
Those were cool.
Right.
Yeah.
16 years later, they brought back the concept. I
Yeah,
guess
thanks,
that's
Lego.
unfair because they had collectibles like further than that.
Oh,
But-
yeah, they had collectibles, but mask packs hadn't been seen since 2002.
I
Yeah.
think
Yeah,
too.
I
Did
think
they
it
even do
stopped
them
at 2.
for 2003 though? Because there were
No,
different
no.
color Nuva masks.
They may have bled
But I don't think
over
they-
into 2003, but they debuted in 2002 with the Toe and Nuva.
Either way, Lego has successfully reinvented collectability, and it's cool now because like you can use it with the app game.
Yeah.
and stuff. So it actually, has
Actually,
a
I got a
purpose.
few of those. I did a little video on it, opening them. They're
Yeah.
they're cool. They're cool. Yeah. I think the price is a little bit pricey. I think it's $4,
Yeah,
which I was hoping for like
It's a
2 or
little much.
3. It's like
It's
it's the
pretty
price
bad.
of a minifigure. I'm like, the
For
Lego
his little
minifigure.
shield pieces.
Yeah,
I
like
feel like there's-
accessories.
yeah.
it's like
It's
9 pieces
basically like-
altogether.
It's a good deal for Lego because they're basically printing 3 pieces of plastic and they're getting like $4 from it. So
That's
it's probably
true.
like that's $1 something per plastic part. That's a really
yeah,
good
no, exactly. Yeah.
sale for them.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Totally.
I would definitely say that minifigure's worth it over the pack per se.
Oh,
but I
okay.
also don't use the app. I'm not like super into the game,
Same
so
here,
kids
yeah.
might find it differently.
I just thought it was
Well,
cool that it exists.
It is really cool. One thing I want to talk about that's also really cool is the Axel minifigure itself. And I didn't get any of the Nexo
Bring it
Knights
on.
wave previously. All right.
Everybody brace
No.
yourself.
Here
boy.
comes a rant about
Oh
big
boy,
figs.
another Kahi tangent.
Listen, it's the
Tangent.
big deal is that this is what Lego should be using for their big figs nowadays. I don't know why they still do the big figs. The big figs are stupid. They're completely idiotic. They are inferior in almost every aspect. I will avoid buying a set now because I'll have a big fig in it. And I shouldn't.
Oh man.
I feel like, especially like for Lego Batman coming out, Bane was a perfect fit for having like this kind of Axel fit because he has that
Yeah, I can
huge
see
coat,
that, yeah.
that huge winter coat,
Yeah.
and stuff, and he has the arms and stuff. And I felt like that would be a really cool thing to have, finally introduce this build into
Yeah.
other sets. I don't know why they haven't done it yet, but I'm looking at the Axel set myself, or the minifigure myself. I can see like the Hulk, for example. Instead of having the armor, it's just like his pecs and stuff.
Well, I'll tell you why they haven't done it. It's because of the feet.
The feet are a bit of an issue.
Yeah.
And it works because of Axel's proportions,
Yeah.
and it doesn't necessarily work for every other minifigure.
Well-
I'm not sure if they could just...
Yeah, I'm
Well-
telling you, like for big figs, little kids love big figs because they could hold it. Like that's like it's the size of their hand, I guess, or even a little bit bigger, and so they could like play around with it, like and smash stuff with Hulk or whatever. They're
That's
super
true.
popular with kids,
makes
like
sense.
little kids. Yeah,
Actually,
So
I
I
never
think that's
thought of that.
It's
I
funny
haven't
how
really
much
thought
we
about
talk
that
about toys, but we always kind of forget about the actual kid perspective.
Oh, kids, right? Yeah.
It's like, this is an adult thing. It just happened to be at a toy store.
Yeah, no.
I'm wondering if, because the Harley Quinn minifigure that comes with the Joker Lowrider, she's got these like skate attachments, these like roller skates. I'm wondering if they could do something similar to like their like Axel style big figs, where they could add like feet extensions
That would be
or like,
interesting.
boots or something.
That'd be
Like
interesting.
the Toy Story minifigures?
Toy Story had longer minifigures.
Toy Story had a longer leg, for Woody.
Yeah,
I don't think for
more
any
like
other
larger
character in Toy
feet
Story.
pieces.
Maybe they could do
guess,
something like I was going to say the Gremlin Stripe. Did you see Stripe, the Gremlin from Dimensions, where his legs are kind of like different? Maybe they could do a new leg mold or something. I don't know.
They would need
possibly.
to be a larger, kind of bulkier leg mold. Because Stripe is an excellent minifigure. I'm holding him right now, and that is due in part to the leg design.
Oh
Because
yeah,
it looks
I love
very
that. It looks
bestial.
so cool.
The printing is on point. Very great representation. If they did any sort of minifigure modification, they just need to make bigger legs.
Well, it's because they already have no problem like making the big figs and doing that every couple of years. They're very popular now. They're in a lot of different sets. I don't see why they might have much of a problem with producing a new leg piece to accommodate this new Axel style of figure, which they already created.
I would hope so.
It's better.
Or maybe they could do something like the Hero Factory figures, where you know how their legs were kind of like those pieces. You know how they were. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Because I guess why I mentioned it is because I really like the idea of LEGO sort of expanding the variety of different attachments they could add to the minifigure.
Definitely.
Especially with our like ongoing Bionicle G3 discussion on the TTV podcast. We were talking about minifigures and customization and everything there, and I feel like that might be one aspect that LEGO hasn't quite tapped into yet that I feel like they're kind of branching into with this style of minifigure with the shoulder attachments.
It's been real recent that LEGO has really upped the quality of the minifigures. Like, honestly, like in the last only couple years, we were talking about we were looking at the Civil War sets and comparing the print on the original Bucky minifigure to the new Bucky in Civil War, and it's like beyond anything. It's so good. Like his metal arm, it's like it's pitiful in the first minifigure that we get from him, but in the Civil War minifigures, it's way better.
It's so crazy, yeah. Like because compare the stuff from 2012 to 2008, and those are improvement, and then the stuff from 2012 to 2016. And they have dual molded legs, dual molded arms. Like it's crazy.
Dual molds are everywhere now. Like they used to be a special thing. Now everything is a dual mold. The printings, the decals on all the minifigures are way better. The new Star Wars minifigures come out the Death Star.
Yeah,
phenomenal.
It's crazy. It's just
LEGO's been up in their game in recent years.
LEGO has that's the one thing I like about the Axel figure as opposed to the big fig is that it seems like it's building off the minifigure. It's not this separate thing.
Right.
The big figs have like they're not really like anything close to the minifigures. Honestly, they're kind of like their own style of like that style figure.
I get you.
So I totally get what you're saying with the kids. I can totally see that now. Like especially if you have a kid who wants to like throw Hulk against something.
Exactly.
I wish that we could get two two types of things. I guess. If it's that popular, I wish we could get like two different versions of the Hulk or something.
I see.
Just so we can.
They did do the little minifigure one. Remember that one?
Right.
Yeah. They did two of those.
I actually have that. I do have that, and it was
I like how they did that.
It's a good minifigure, but
you like had half of the car in like either hand, like you had ripped it apart.
Yep.
I saw that at a store,
cool,
like a Lego hobby shop.
I think it was Toys R Us for me. I found in Toys R Us at least.
Yeah,
cool. That's cool. All right.
Well, I got you guys all beat.
What'd you get?
Mm-hmm. Yep, I got today.
Oh shoot!
A Bionicle pen.
Wow.
That's
cool. Well, we just got one up.
Guys.
Yeah.
We gotta be
your
here.
cigarettes because you got smoked by my pen.
Shoot.
No, I ordered a bunch of others, but this one came in today. I also managed to finish building a shadow trap from the Journey to One. And
Nice.
Soldier, I have a question for you.
That's cool.
How much did you pay for the pins?
you know, I feel that we should look forward to the future, Meso. And
So
not
more
so
than
much the
necessary.
past. Yes.
Okay.
But
More than a normal
I'm
person would
making
pay.
some of that money back because I'm selling one of them to Purple. So,
There you go.
Nice.
You're not giving it to her? Man.
no, I'm selling it to her.
No.
Well, I mean, I spent $20 on like a a Power Miners watch for children. So I don't.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, that's like
What in the world?
yeah.
There's no way anything I did is worse than that. I'm sorry.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. Well,
Basically, parents, if you're listening to this and you want your kids to have financial security in the future, don't start getting them into Lego.
Oh my god.
I'm like, I got to complete Power Miners, so I got to get everything they put out, and so
Even the
I mean,
watch.
listen,
yeah, the watch.
Var,
I'm like the watch. Okay, I get the watch, and it's like
Disgusting.
Var, you should talk, man, because you got something very cool for. It's not necessarily Lego related, but it was for Lego recently. Actually, like 5 minutes ago.
Furniture.
Oh, my like storage cabinet. Yeah, I did. I did get that specifically to display my Lego sets, and it was like $200. So
Yeah,
but I mean, like,
exactly.
cool.
But like $200 for furniture is different than $200 for like a 5-year-old set that was like
Right.
$10 when it released or something. You know,
Or
people
a pin.
or a
That's-
minifigure.
Listen, Nexo.
Or
I
a
reviewed
mask,
Or a
pens.
mask.
a transparent bionicle mask.
Hey,
Okay.
Var, sell me your art book. I'll pay
My
you all
mask
the
is
money.
an investment, okay?
Uh-huh.
And it was
You know-
not $200.
The coolest thing about these pens is that they come with these like little minifigure-sized masks. Like they're a little
Yes.
bit bigger than
Oh,
minifigures,
that's cool.
Yes, they are a smidge bit too big. However, using one of the beads that the pens come with, they will fit on a minifigure. And actually, we're currently running a contest over on the TTV message boards at board.ttvchannel.com.
Nice
where,
plug.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The goal of the
are you
contest
saying
is
thank
to
you?
make a system
I'm thinking him.
bionicle set. And oh, sorry.
System Bionicle. Yeah.
I'm thanking him so I don't have to do the plug. See, he
You
can-
guys
he can
all
take
like
it.
interrupted it. And
Yeah, I know.
ruined it.
It was a great plug, and then we messed it up.
It was so smooth.
Yeah.
It was like butter.
No,
It was really good.
It was
Continue.
good. It was
Thank you.
really
Anyway,
good. Keep going.
goal of the contest, you need to make a system bionicle set that would realistically be sold by Lego. So head on over to the message boards and go check out the topic for that, for all the rules and regulations. There are prizes involved. Go check the topic for that as well. And these minifigure-sized pens, they're a great way to, make a set with
It
these
is?
characters.
Ooh,
Quite right.
okay.
It is.
Yeah, you
It
can
is
like
really
use some
nice.
masks
Yeah.
and stuff
Sounds
for
good.
minifigures.
In fact,
so-
we actually have an entry that has done that with the Kopaka pen. And
Hey,
it's also
nice.
really cool.
I
Yeah.
can say that those masks are really cool, but man, that pen looks
It's trash.
yeah, it's a really peculiar design they decided to go with there.
Yeah, I made an order. I got the Kopaka pen, but I also ordered the rest of them for a
Ooh.
really good price, and so I'll have all of them so I can
Sure.
make minifigures.
Quote unquote.
Listen,
really
it was a good
good.
price, and I'm already making a profit because I'm selling one of them to purple.
Is that
How much of a
Wait,
profit are you
that-
making?
yeah,
How much are you
wait a
charging me?
I think what we're really learning here is you're ripping her off.
Yeah, wait a second. So you bought all the pens, but you're selling the purple for more than all those pens cost?
Okay, fair point. I guess profit isn't the right word here.
Okay, so not a
Partial
Not
reimbursement.
a profit yet. Give me a
at a
moment.
loss. That's what.
I'm making.
Okay.
Someone
Alright.
needs to go to an economics class.
I'm making
All
an
right,
God,
cool.
acceptable
economics is
loss because
so
I'm
awful.
happy.
He's making partial reimbursement.
My happiness is worth more than how much I pay.
Man, try to spin that, man. You'd be great in politics. This isn't. I'm not
Listen.
calling it an economic deficit. It's just half of it's in happiness. Our happiness.
Our
That's what it is.
happiness as a nation. And that's a great question.
Yeah,
you
we're
have.
paying
How
off
much-
our national
How
debt
much
with
am
happiness.
I charging purple? That is a really great
That
question.
is a
and
great
we
question.
We
thought it
should
was like
answer
$10.
that at some point, but at the moment
Yeah.
we need to really focus on whether or not
On our
Oh, dude, how
Yeah.
much are you charging me?
All right, guys, we already did the politician bit last week.
Yeah.
Oh shoot!
Sorry.
All right, news docket. Let's go. We got
Let's
a
do
lot of
it.
Batman
Have we
stuff
not
because
already
Batman
been
is.
talking on the news
No,
topic?
we've
Zero
been
news.
Nope,
We've been in the
literally
sets.
not touched the news
Yep.
docket at
We've
all.
been goofing around.
All right. We've been just goofing off. All right,
Wow.
so basically, Lego Batman's coming out next month. A lot of Batman promotional stuff is coming out. There is a app that's now available. It's basically Endless Runner plus Guitar Hero, starring Batman.
Yeah.
So there you go. If you like that, it's free. So have fun, kids.
I like
Not a
great
day
things.
goes by that I don't forget that the Batman movie is almost out. I keep forgetting that
I'll
it
be-
comes out.
Coming out
Okay.
on February 10th.
Look, I'll be honest. I got the app right, and
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
it is garbage. First off, I do not like app games at all. I do not like many
I was even
app
gonna go
games.
check it out.
Yeah.
What's wrong
A
with me?
glowing recommendation from YouTube celebrity Just2Good, everybody.
Yeah. Right, but it is garbage. I even posted a little thing on my Instagram. I downloaded it and then I showed delete this app? Yes, because I played it for like 5 minutes. I was like, this is bad. Like, it's an
what's
endless
wrong with
runner. Okay, first it's an endless runner, which I don't really care for endless runners, whatever. And then it goes to this really bad Guitar Hero where I don't even think it has any licensed songs, so you're just playing nothing. And then, like, you go back to endless runner, and I'm like, I'm not wasting my time with this, so I just deleted it.
I know.
It was
It's
bad.
like, there's 2 endless runners. One of Batman, one of the Batmobile. It's just, that's it.
That's
you
it.
know?
Yeah, it was
like Temple
not
Run.
good.
Temple Run was like, I remember when Temple Run came out, and it was like the biggest game. Everyone played it.
Yeah.
And then everyone made copycats of it.
Exactly,
And now
and
it's
it
just
just
like,
got kind of old.
yeah.
I like Jetpack Joyride. That was kind of cool. Have you ever played that?
No, that one's really cool. That's different though.
Yeah.
It's not really endless. It's kind of endless.
It's like an
It's
endless
different.
flyer. I don't know.
So jumping off that promotional stuff, we are getting Lego Batman Happy Meal stuff. Now, the only reason I'm mentioning it is that some people were talking about if it's going to actually include something you can build or not.
Of
Actual
course
Lego,
it's not.
Yep, it's
Doubt
not.
it.
Not
Lego hasn't
not
done
anymore.
that since 2001, everybody.
Yeah, actually.
Because it like choking hazard or something like that. I don't know. They have a rule
Yeah,
against
I
it.
Actually
think
makes
so.
sense.
It was something of like kids swallowing the pieces. I think the only reason Bionicle really got away with it is because like
They
the
were
pieces
big
for the
pieces.
McTorn.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, the McTorn were just giant chunks of plastic.
Yeah, they're just
shoved
giant
together.
chunks of plastic. So you could make a decent set with that. It
Yeah,
wasn't
they
too
did it
bad.
with Galador
Um,
too.
We don't talk about
We
that.
don't
yet.
like to say
But-
that
Yeah,
word on
it
this
was bad.
podcast. But
Sorry.
But the
Blasphemy.
Bionicle Happy Meal toys, the initial ones were what got me into the franchise as well as
Oh,
many
wow.
other people, because like little kids, they go to McDonald's to get their Happy Meal, to get a toy, they're like, oh wow, this is cool, where can I get more? Walmart! But all the other things they've done since Lego related have been, what's a polite word? I can't think of
it's
one.
just
Trash.
a lump of
Poo-poo,
plastic. I
yeah.
remember Zactan. Remember Zactan? I got Zactan. I went to McDonald's and got a Happy Meal to get
Yeah.
Zactan. Because I
Yeah.
thought it was going to be a Zactan set for whatever reason, or like a mini version of Zactan set, and it was
Wow.
terrible.
Naive young
giant
little
lump of
John.
I like the little disc launching.
Yeah, just little Johnny.
Remember the little disc
Going
launching
to
Bionicle ones? Is that the
Completely
one?
Yeah,
forgot
that's
about
the
those.
McTorn.
That's a McTorn.
Yeah.
I've never heard
I
of
like
those before.
Those are
Those
the
are
best.
the
Those are
original
called-
good ones.
Yeah,
Those were really good.
Those were so cool. Yeah, that was back when I was.
Well,
I guess
those
you could
were-
say they were just too good.
Hey,
Be quiet.
you got it. You got it.
Okay. Real talk. I have to make a confession here.
What?
We use your name like to reference things that are really good sometimes. We're like,
That's
oh man, dude, that podcast was just too good.
Yeah.
We
I-
also do the A afterwards too, right?
Hey. I use that with you guys. I'm like, this is. Wait,
TTV.
TTV? I actually, I'm kidding.
Thanks
I've
for
never
trying.
used
Sorry, you
it.
tried.
I appreciate
Yeah,
the effort.
I tried making a pun with TTV.
That set is so TTV.
That is really yeah.
That could either be a compliment or like the worst possible insult you could think of.
It's like Aldine. You ever see that movie where it's like,
No.
Aldine means positive and negative?
I don't know what you're talking about.
No clue.
Okay,
Shut
never
up.
mind. That's all right. All right, fine. I'll skip over that. All right. So the other thing that finally has some news to it, there's been a lot of TV spots for Lego Batman, obviously enough.
Yeah.
Most of them are just recycled stuff from the trailer. However, one did get released that's almost entirely new footage, and it's starring Batman and Barbara Gordon. And the implication here is that like Batman and Barbara Gordon are going to be romantic interests, kind of,
Yeah.
during this movie. Which is controversial. One, I guess he just forget Wild Style. I don't know. Just, there you go. Okay, sure. You know, that whole thing was done. You know, he
Yeah.
kind of
This
broke
I
up
mean,
with
they
her.
were
at the end
kind
of
of
the
on and off
Or
in the movie.
after.
Yeah.
movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then he's like, so he's doing all this stuff. Normally Catwoman is Batman's love interest.
That's true, yeah.
Usually in the comics and in the movies. And she does appear in this movie and she's featured in the set. But Barbara Gordon is heavily featured here. Barbara Gordon and Batman, they got together in The Killing Joke, the animated movie came out
no.
last year. Controversial, very controversial. People don't like.
Interesting that the Lego movie is kind of following suit with that. It's like
Right.
Well, look.
But the Lego movie is different though, because it's Commissioner Gordon. And she's already her own, and she's not like kind of like a surrogate daughter for Batman, which is why like everyone thought the Killing Joke thing. It's not in the original comic; they just adapted it for the movie.
Yeah.
Really kind of weird, you know, honestly, because you know it was that dynamic that they had previous to that. So
here it's a different character though. It's Barbara
Yeah.
Gordon in name, but really she's very much a new interpretation of Barbara Gordon. So it kind of works a bit better, maybe. Possibly. Haven't seen the movie yet, so we'll have to wait and
Rosario
see.
Dawson plays her. She's Claire
Well,
Temple in the Netflix
yeah.
TV
Here's the
universe
thing:
for Marvel.
if you look on the director's Twitter, people were lashing out at him like, "Why are you doing this?" And he says it's not what it seems. So I don't think they get together in the movie because I think he's not going to have them get together.
What if?
Interesting.
What if it's actually just a joke? It's like a dig at the Killing Joke movie.
No, that would be funny. That would be
funny.
hilarious. Yeah. But I think maybe
it might be.
Batman just has a crush on her, and then at the end, maybe like she gets with somebody else or something. I don't know. Yeah.
This Batman's
That's
very
funny.
clearly a player. He's
Yeah.
all around the board.
Yeah. So there's the one thing that on another TV spot that I also spotted was in the initial trailer, they show like scenes from other movies and they're like clips from these other movies. There's clips from Batman v Superman, clips from the Dark Knight, and clips from the original Batman 1966 thing. And this new TV spot, they have the same like joke, but it's in the Lego movie style. So it's like brick, the minifigure Lego Batman versus Lego Superman. And then like Lego Batman standing over the ashes as Harvey Dent's burned, like in the Dark Knight
I did
and
not
stuff.
see this one. Really?
Yeah, I'll have to, let me see if I can link it in the chat. But basically, so the 1966 one was still the human version though. So it's weird to me, like, I don't know what, like, if they're going to reference the fact that Batman is, or are they going to recreate scenes from Batman mythos into, the Batman movie?
Yeah.
Because they are referencing a lot of stuff. Justice League, they show a bit from the Justice League and it says 57th anniversary. So it's very self-aware. It's not like a new universe or a new cinematic universe. It's the comics universe. It's 57 years since the Justice League's been around. So
Interesting.
They might be like recreating famous scenes from previous Batman movies or comics or whatever.
That's really interesting. Wow.
This
As
is
an
going to be an
in-joke for
insane
fans.
movie.
Yeah.
I'm excited as a
I'm
comics
very
fan.
excited.
I'm
I
really
cannot
excited.
wait. Oh my gosh, I'm so
Half the stuff's, more than half, 70% of the stuff's going to fly over my head completely. Because, like, most of my comics knowledge comes from you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, if you saw the movie with me, if we were watching like we did with Suicide Squad, you would see me go like, what? What?
Oh, God.
The entirety of that movie, I would just be like, that's a reference to this obscure comic back in the 60s. It's going to
As
be
long as
great.
it's funny, I'll like it.
I know.
It'll definitely be
I might
funny.
be watching all the old Batman movies before I watch the Lego Batman movie. Like, I'm going to start with the 1989
Probably
one.
a good idea because I imagine
that's a good
fans,
idea.
Like make jokes.
That'll be
towards
quite
this.
the undertaking.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's like, there's Batman 1989, Batman Returns, Batman Forever, Batman and Robin, the Batman Begins, Dark Knight Rises, then Batman v Superman. Right?
Yeah.
That's it. Ooh, I'm good. Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
I
Besides
did
the
like the
66
MCU rewatch before Civil War, and it had more movies than that, so I guess it's not that crazy.
Yeah, I know.
It's
There's
not
so
too
much
crazy.
MCU stuff. Yeah.
The older movies are kind of a drag to go through, though, sometimes for me.
I see.
I don't like older movies, so.
Oh man.
Well,
Some
just
people really
in
do,
Fuse Session,
it's like-
I've never seen any except the Nolan trilogy.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe we'll add it to the list of stuff we're going to sync for you eventually, which is getting larger and larger by the minute. So, speaking of movies that are going to come out soon, Ninjago
Yeah.
has a movie coming out later this year. They also opened up a Ninjago-themed world in Legoland, Florida.
Hey,
Nice!
That's like less than an hour away from me. It's
Will
crazy.
you actually go to it and
No.
vlog it?
I can't go into freaking Legoland because, like, you gotta bring somebody who's 13 or younger or something. It's so stupid.
Wait,
Yeah,
What?
they have a thing where they
Mhm.
don't allow, like, adults just to go to Legoland, I don't
It's
think. You have to have a kid.
ridiculous. Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
interesting. Wait,
There's like babysit for somebody.
Yeah.
what
That's,
about
that's what I heard.
what about the Legoland in California? Same deal?
I don't know. I mean, like, this is what I've heard. I haven't, like, this is something I read. I didn't
No,
look
yeah,
into
for
it.
Florida,
more than
that's
I
the
did.
rule. That's the rule. Yeah. It's like,
Okay,
it
yeah.
might be 14 or under. Then again, the people at the Lego store thought I looked like I was 12, so maybe I can get through. Even though I'm
Alright.
much older than 12. But yeah.
You gotta
Sad.
sneak in and vlog it.
13.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, Messer was 12, so it doesn't matter.
Yes, I am definitely 12.
That sounds really sad.
We,
oh my gosh.
if you look at like all the videos
Because you're kind of
they
beating
have
it into
of-
him now at this point. He has to
Dang.
just
Ninjago
accept he's
world.
12.
He's been conditioned to believe it.
Any footage you see of Ninjago World is basically like reinforcing that it's built for kids.
Yeah.
No,
So
yeah.
Legoland in general is kind of like built for a much younger audience. But one of the things that is, I think, the biggest thing that's in this world is the Ninjago ride. There's a thing called literally Ninjago the ride,
Yeah.
and it's I don't know how to describe it. It's what's
It
called a
looks-
dark ride.
Yeah, there's a lot of this kind of
Basically-
these kind of rides at the Disney World. Like I know I don't know if it's still there, but there used to be a Buzz Lightyear sort of.
Yeah, they
ride
still
like
have it.
this.
They still have it.
Right. Buzz Lightyear Star Command or something.
yeah.
Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did that when I went to Disney World, and I was a kid. I was super enthralled.
That
by
was
it.
one of my
Yeah. So
I'm
favorites.
hoping-
yeah. Oh my gosh.
I enjoyed it as a kid too.
This one's kind of the same deal. You're riding in a track, and you go through, and it looks to be 3D. Someone does like a point of view video on YouTube, which is
really?
linked in the description. So you see them, and like there's two different video feeds. You know, when you take your glasses off in 3D movie, and you see like there's two of everything. So I'm assuming it's a 3D glasses kind of like movie. You throw hand motions in front of a sensor in order to throw different attacks.
That's actually really
and
cool.
defeat enemies.
It kind of like the way it looked when I didn't really pay too much attention to it when I originally viewed it. It was kind of a quick viewing when I first noticed it, but
Right.
it kind of looked a lot like Fruit Ninja while I was scrolling through.
Honestly did. The one thing I'm kind of like dismayed a bit is that like this ride, the animation of this ride, I mean, like, you know, it's not like a fully interactive game. So I'm kind of like, I don't know, I felt like they could have like really stepped up the graphical quality. It looks like a game you get on your phone, to be honest, from what I was able to see there. So, you know,
Okay.
Is this,
maybe it's to fit the atmosphere of the show, but
I know they had the Lego Movie ride, which was not really a ride; it was just like a movie, like
right.
a 4D movie. Yeah, I
I
watched
started
it. It was
doing that
kinda
with a
lame.
lot of things. The
Yeah.
4D experience.
Yeah, it was like
That feel when you've never been to an amusement park.
really.
Okay.
Oh my god! You know, I'm not really surprised.
I'm not surprised
but
either, but now we have
Yeah,
to go to
actually,
one
you
the
know
next
what?
time we go
Yeah.
to Brick Fair.
Disappointed.
Oh, man. Oh,
Disappointed.
Wait a second. So,
Where are we gonna go though? Where are we gonna go? We're gonna go to Six Flags?
There's
Is
probably
there
Six Flags around there. I know. Carowinds is not. Well, it's kind of far away. It's like two hours.
It's kind of far
yeah.
away. Yeah, no, it's far from where I am.
Yeah.
Is
No,
Brick
I'm
Fair?
pretty
That's
close
in
to
Virginia,
Brick Fair.
right? I think.
Virginia,
Yep, that is
Chinchilla,
Virginia.
You should go this year.
I should, but I won't.
Yes.
Please
I know I won't.
Ah.
I won't. Not this
Good,
year.
that's our territory. You better stay away.
Yeah.
Brick Fair is incredibly
We're
fun.
like
The
we're
more
like
the merrier.
mobs.
Yeah.
We're cutting like areas of the U.S. It's like, okay, this is my territory.
Yeah.
All right.
understand.
I mean, I thought I got.
Come on.
I mean, I used to have South Florida, but the Brick Show lives in my same city, so it's like what?
No way.
It's like what?
Wow.
Well, now I'm in Orlando, so Orlando is my territory. Okay.
Okay, well, you can have Orlando, and we
The
can have
Brick
everything
Show?
else that isn't crappy.
the Brick Show, Steven from the Brick Show.
Show.
We popped into each other and like Target sometimes. I'm like, hey, what's up? He's like, just too good. What's up? Yeah, it's crazy.
That must be the most.
That's
surreal.
hilarious.
Yeah,
That is really crazy. Can you imagine? like running into each other at the supermarket?
yeah, I know it's crazy.
Can you imagine that,
We have
dude?
Lego
Like-
YouTubers.
I know it's.
Imagine
he lived,
like it's like 3 a.m.
yeah, he lived near
and,
my
like, me,
old
like,
neighborhood. It's crazy. Like he lived like right
Huh.
at the edge of my old neighborhood. Like it's crazy how close we were.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
That's crazy, actually.
Do you need us to take him out? Maybe he'll be a Brick Fair this year.
Wow.
You know, I've seen their videos of like their studio
Yeah.
and stuff, and I was been like that
Yeah.
one day.
That's the dream.
We'll be able to grab.
I just
The
had,
studio
that's
life.
our current
I
goal.
just had a very vivid vision
Yeah.
of like going to Walmart and just seeing Black Six walk past me, like buying bananas or something stupid.
Like, and you're both in like, you know, like a t-shirt and sweatpants and bunny slippers. It's like 3 a.m.
You just make
Yeah,
eye
you're like, hey.
contact and like nod like sup.
Yeah.
I acknowledge you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Post Bionicle World, huh? Yeah. I get you. Life after Bionicle.
I mean, I've seen him twice. That was it. Like Target
That's
and then
great.
Toys R
Okay.
Us. Yeah. Or no, I've
That's
seen him
still
three
really
times.
crazy.
Three times.
Hey,
Three times.
just too
Yeah.
good.
Man,
Yeah.
I can only imagine what that'd be like living in the same place as the Brick Show.
Yeah.
Trying
I
to
know.
get Lego sets to review.
Yeah, I
because
know.
then it's just a race. Who can buy
I
more?
know, it's crazy. Yeah, it was like that.
Like-
Man. It was like that. Oh my gosh.
Can you imagine like going there and buying all of the sets and being like, listen, you want one of these? You're gonna have to pay up.
cost
You have to pony up right
Yeah.
now.
I mean, part of
I
me
mean, all
always.
the Lego stores.
Part of
Like,
me
got
always
everything.
wanted to like hide the new sets. I'm like, that's not ethical. I can't do it.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I get
That's
the
a
It reminds me
temptation
of
there,
an
though.
episode of Dexter's Laboratory. I don't know if you guys ever saw this, but there was like the one where Dexter's mom was like trying to compete with this other mom to buy some gloves, like kitchen gloves.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, I don't remember that
like,
one.
I kind of imagine that, but it's like just too good, and like the guy from the Brick Show is like rushing towards some Lego sets, fighting each other, epic battle.
Incredible.
That's epic shopping battle.
Happy shopping battles of history.
Yes.
All right. Well, basically, I think there's only about one more thing we have to talk about. And it's really about, like, it's, you know, we've talked a lot about Mega Bloks in the past. People who, you know, follow Lego probably know about Mega Bloks. For the longest time, they were seen as, like, the de facto Lego ripoff, basically.
Yeah.
You know, they had the inferior bricks, inferior plastic. They were, like, you know, if you asked your mom and dad, and your uncles and aunts for Lego stuff. On Christmas Day, you'd open up and it'd be like a helicopter. It's a Mega Bloks helicopter, and you're like, "Well, thank you, but I really wanted the quality stuff." Recently, Mega Bloks has stepped up their
That
game.
is true.
I bought some of their Halo stuff. I bought some of the other stuff they've done. A lot better, way better than I used
Well,
to
it's
give them
because
credit
like
for.
their parts quality's improved, but also they've got a lot of licenses that Lego doesn't.
They
It
decided-
separates their identity,
And they've
a
changed.
little
They've
bit.
They
changed their name
realized,
too.
yeah.
It's Mega Constructs.
They have actually. I can't get used to that, to be
Mega
honest. I always call them Mega Bloks. It feels like it's too long now. Mega Constructs,
Block
you know?
Strucks.
they filled that niche of like themes Lego will not touch. So Call of Duty, Destiny, Halo, like also like the
Assassin's
more
Creed,
mature
yeah.
stuff. Assassin's
good.
Creed, yeah, exactly. They're just like,
The
all right,
cool
we'll do that,
themes.
and then Lego can do.
And also
yeah.
they've gotten some that Lego did touch, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Like-
They got
Exactly.
Spider-Man for a bit too. I distinctly remember Spider-Man because I was so upset that Spider-Man.
Lego had it
not had it.
first in 2002 to 2004. Then they had it for 2007 and 2012. So like Amazing Spider-Man, and Spider-Man 3. Then Lego got it back.
Yeah.
Homecoming sets, you know, Spider-Man
For-
Homecoming.
Yeah,
Totally.
they got it back before then.
Yeah, because they had Amazing Spider-Man Electro Polybag.
Yeah, Amazing Spider-Man 2,
Yeah.
Electro Polybag, and also had Amazing Spider-Man 2 Comic Con exclusive minifigure.
Yep.
But
Totally
that was the only thing they had for
Which
that,
is weird,
that wave
yeah.
of Amazing Spider-Man 2. They didn't do anything. They didn't do any
It was weird,
sets,
yeah.
really,
And
aside
I
from the
was like,
Electro.
what? Yeah.
Yeah. So I think they probably got the theme back from Mega Bloks about into the year right before Amazing Spider-Man 2 came out. That's why they weren't able to make any sets for
That
that,
would
but they were
make a
able
lot
to
of
include
Yeah.
Spider-Man and
I mean,
lot
just
of
a
other
little
sets. And
interesting
from then on, you see the Spider-Man
fact,
sets
like,
as well.
sorry to cut you off, but like
No, go
2012, Amazing Spider-Man sets came out and Ultimate Spider-Man Lego sets came out. So it was like the only time ever that like two toy companies, like two building companies, had the same character in two different lines. You see what I'm saying? Like we both had it
Yeah,
released
yeah,
at
yeah.
the same time. Like it was crazy. That's never happened before. But yeah, so it was
That is
interesting.
interesting.
You know what? Yeah, now that you mentioned it, I can't think of that ever happening too. That sounded cool.
Yeah.
Spider-Man, of course, has come back to critical acclaim with the Tanker Truck Takedown.
Yes.
That's $5.
Boom! Gotta have one every episode. One every episode. All right, back to the
It's
actual news, though.
2017 and we're still talking about the stupid tanker truck takedown.
And
Kill
$5 from you.
I'm sorry, but no.
TTV, more like TTT.
So, one of the things that Mega Bloks has done recently is create this new line called Kubros. Kubros are like little figures built out of bricks that represent pop culture figures. If it sounds familiar, it's because Lego had also released, and we were talking about it earlier
Basically
last
doing
year,
the same thing.
BrickHeadz.
Yep.
It's basically the same thing. So now there's been differences in like the release dates, right? And I think Just2Good, you were talking about it earlier. What were the dates for
So Kubros
as
was
opposed
like,
to BrickHeadz?
I think it was spring 2016, but BrickHeadz is spring
Yes.
2017, so we got like a year after. And BrickHeadz was revealed San Diego Comic-Con 2016, while, you know, Kubros, I don't know when it was revealed. Maybe it was New York Comic-Con 2015, so I think they've been around for
I would
a while.
imagine
Yeah.
so, because it was at least available
Yeah.
as early as April of 2016.
And okay,
so I would
I
imagine.
have this. So you want to hear exclusive BrickHeadz news? Want to hear it?
Go for it.
Exclusive BrickHeadz news.
Okay, so
Oh, boy.
in spring, here's what we're getting. Okay, first off, they're Lego store exclusive. Okay, which is weird.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm
All
happy.
right.
I got a Lego store right next to me.
Yeah,
Now I have to go see you.
at least yeah. So we're going to have 4 Marvel ones. I think 4 Marvel ones, 4 Lego Batman movie ones, and 4 Disney ones.
Didn't know about the
Interesting.
Disney ones.
And one of the and two,
I did not know about
Yeah,
Disney
2 of
ones.
the Disney ones will be Beauty and the Beast. So I think Beauty and the Beast.
Okay, that makes sense.
Makes sense
Bella,
for the movie. Yep.
they're doing the movie. I'm really excited for that. Emma Watson, hashtag.
I love Emma Watson. She was like my crush when I was a little kid. Like,
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
you and everyone else,
She's
man.
everyone else.
God.
Join
She's
the
not his
club.
crush right now.
Listen, you stay loyal. I'm smart. I'm loyal. You know.
yeah. I mean, I
Anyhow,
love
yeah,
when
so-
she cut her hair short. That was great too. Like that was more recent. Anyways, okay, back to Lego.
Right.
Sorry, Emma Watson.
Right.
fan club, yeah.
Back to the Emma
Pro
Watson
TP.
podcast.
Yeah.
So really, the question we must ask ourselves is which came first?
Which came first, the chicken or the egg?
Or BrickHeadz?
I feel like the timeline is pretty clear. I feel like Kubros was out before BrickHeadz.
That's what I feel like.
Well, okay. I do. What I was saying beforehand is that, like, it's like, you know, like, when you see a trailer for an animated movie, and then you see another studio, and they have a movie of, like, almost exact same premise, like, oh, hey, there's A Bug's Life, and there's also Ants. Or like, oh, hey, there's, you know, Finding Nemo, and also Shark Tale. Yeah. Or like, this, like Ratatouille and Flushed Away. It's like, very, very often in the actual, like, in the market, rumors will fly back and forth, and people will be rushing to create things to combat each other. Yeah. And sometimes they'll come out sooner. I believe Ants was out before Bug's Life, even though Bug's Life was in development first. Yeah. So that's not to say anything. We don't know what went on behind the scenes. I do think this is more of a, like, someone had the idea and or was pitching the idea to like both companies or whatever, and then they both decided to run with it and create their own.
Well, you know, I mean, there's.
Well, I was going to say, sorry to interrupt, but we're ignoring the obvious. I mean, these are both based off of Funko Pop.
Yeah, I was just about to say the real loser here is the Funko Pops, guys.
That is a very good point.
Yeah, I think that's what these are based off of. I mean,
it's honestly, like, there's always that one thing, like Skylanders was the first, like, toy, integrating a toy with, like, the video game, and then, like, everyone did it. Disney Infinity came out, you had the Dimensions, obviously, Amiibo is like a huge one now.
Good old Amiibos.
I think people are really, they are going off the Funko Pop. I used to collect those, a bit.
Did you?
Wow.
Yeah. Only got
them all the time.
Purple, you have a Pharaoh one, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like the idea of having, like, a character in a distinct, but universal style. That's why I like the minifigures so much. I love minifigures because they have a certain style to them, and then it's applied to so many characters.
Yeah, it's like you have
Funko
a base,
Pop
and then you just modify the base depending on the character.
Right. And I really like that, especially if I really like the base. Which is why when it comes to Kubros versus BrickHeadz, I like BrickHeadz more because I like that base more. The eyes, the way it's built, you know, how it looks.
I guess you could say you're all about that base.
That was a good pun. That was a good pun.
Isn't relevant
This
anymore.
is the only thing we keep you hired for. This is your only worthwhile contribution.
Either way. Some of the Kubros look good. Some of the BrickHeadz look good.
Exactly,
I don't know if I'll be picking up any. Do we know, with your exclusive news, how much the BrickHeadz will cost?
That I don't know. I'm hoping $10. I mean, we'll see.
Wait,
do you have any details on the specifics?
I swear
of each
we heard about
set?
what they cost.
Nope. They didn't. No, they didn't.
I heard what they cost. I heard that they were selling them at San Diego Comic-Con, but I'm not sure how much they were actually selling for, and I'm not sure that'll be the actual price.
Yeah, they sold
when
them for $40 for two, but it's definitely, I think it's going to be $10 a pop. I mean, there's no way those would sell past, I mean, 15 is the most, and then after 15, nobody's going to buy that.
Well, you
it
gotta
might
keep
be
in mind
15.
they're also licensed, so that has to factor.
That's true. Maybe they'll be 13. I don't know.
How many pieces would you say is in one of these?
Guesstimation.
Ooh, that's a good
I
question.
swear we know this stuff. Let me look this up.
I mean, I have all the BrickHeadz already released from. I have the San Diego Comic-Con ones. Huh. Yeah.
Oh, lucky you.
I know.
Man, hey,
Did not know.
Mr. Moneybags.
So the 2 packs.
Where do you keep all of this?
Okay, that's a Just2Good question. I mean, like, that's the thing. I have 2 rooms. Because one of them's the studio, and, like, everywhere you step, there's Lego. And one of them's my room, where the walls are filled with Lego. So that's the answer. I just keep them.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta bring it down.
All right.
Yeah.
So we do know the piece counts vary, of course. It's a lump sum. They're all $40 because of their 2-pack nature.
Yeah, and exclusivity. You know.
But it varies from $173 to $220 and anywhere in between.
So they're at least around the 100-piece range
that sounds
per
about fair.
one.
Okay.
Oh, for a
all
second I thought you
right,
were talking about dollars. I was like, $200 for that? Good grief. Licensing fees have gone too far.
On eBay, they're like,
I will say this.
$100 though.
God.
So, yeah.
No surprise.
The Funko Pop figures go from around like $8 to $10,
Exactly.
I think. So if it's $10 is a great price, what you're saying. If it's $10 per figure, I mean, that is an obvious
Those will
buy
sell
for
like
me.
hotcakes.
Those will sell like hotcakes. If it's $15, it might sell a little less. I would say from the perspective of Lego, it would be even if it, I don't know how the price per part ratio will end up with each individual thing. I would say that it's worth it to drop it to $10 just to get I will make a $10 purchase like that, and especially for one of these figures. I collected some pop figures. I'll definitely collect BrickHeadz.
And
so
here's my hypothesis with these, I guess. Since these are getting released to Lego stores exclusively first, it seems like, I think that they are going to see how well those sell in Lego stores and make a small quantity, and then once there's a demand and they see they're selling out, they'll make them wide release to everywhere. Because I can go to the gas station and get Funko Pops now. It's crazy. So,
right.
And also
Barnes and Noble.
Yeah, Barnes and Noble.
sells a bunch of them.
But also
Hot Topic now.
GameStop is another one. But
GameStop.
they're having a VIP early release for BrickHeadz on February, which is the first time they've ever done an early release for a theme. But if you want to go to Lego store and you're a VIP member, you can get them early, midway through February.
Get hype for not getting any because you have no Lego store.
It's okay, Messa. We can suffer together.
I think you could get it on Lego.com, the Lego shop at home.
I should.
I can't wait to not suffer.
Thanks,
Brag
Mark.
about it.
I will. That's what I'm doing.
He's literally doing that right now.
Brag about it more.
Okay.
All right.
Well, that was.
Is that basically all of our news?
That's basically it. It's been a good episode. It's been good having you on, just
Thank you so much. It was so fun
How
going
go
on
things?
here. I love this. Yeah.
How go things with you? How's
let's real quick. Let's talk about you for a second.
Oh, about me.
Yeah.
What's your favorite color?
My
Choose
favorite
very
purple.
wisely.
Actually, purple.
Good.
Isn't that funny? Yeah. Did you know that beforehand?
That
'Cause,
was
that's actually
That's wrong.
Wait, are you
that's the wrong
That's a
answer.
wise choice.
Yeah, purple's my
Are
favorite.
you
actually.
serious?
Yeah, purple's literally my favorite color. I'm not because
Ooh.
that's your thing, but yeah, purple is literally my favorite color. If you see my banner, it's purple.
Sorry, but that's a wrong answer. You're gonna need to change that.
Purple.
Yeah.
Purple is okay.
That's just too bad.
Well,
yeah, but
I guess
it was so fun being on here. I am down.
It was fun having you.
Yeah, to be on. If you want me again in a week, hit me up. But yeah, before I start getting really busy, okay? Because
Here's the question that we ask to all of our guests: what are you gonna do next?
There we go.
When did you ask me that?
oh shoot!
You're not a guest. Shut up.
What am I going to do next? I am going to get a Pop-Tart and eat it. No, I'm kidding. Okay. I'm doing a top 10 video. That's cooking in the works.
Also wrong answer.
I'm doing no, I don't know. Top 10 Just2Good moments of 2016. That's all yours, right?
Do any of you guys feel that? It's like sense of deja vu.
Yeah.
Congrats. That was good. That was just too good. That's a great way to end this
You're
episode.
gonna be just too dead in a moment, boy.
Hey.
All right.
Someone's a little salty. All right. Well, thanks for listening to this episode of the BrickFeed Podcast. If you want to hear more episodes, you can go to our Patreon, patreon.com/the TTV channel, and you can donate there and get all of the episodes for the BrickFeed and the TTV Podcast 24 to 48 hours early. If you want to also interact with the rest of our community, you can do so at board.ttvchannel.com.
Enter our contest.
You can enter our contest. You can also see more great content from this channel by subscribing, liking, leaving a comment down below. All of that really helps us out. That's about it. We'll see you guys next
also
week.
be
It's
sure
been a
to
great
check
episode.
out Just2Good's channel,
Oh,
everybody.
thank you.
If you don't
If you're not already
Thank
subscribed.
you.
Oh, I'm not.
You probably most likely are, but just in case you aren't, it's youtube.com. I believe it's /Just2Good,
Yep.
right?
Just
Yeah,
do good
if you
rubrics,
do-
I think.
Yeah.
No, all you have to do is youtube.com/ you don't even have to put users, just /Just2Good. Bam.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
we
cool.
got that custom
Yeah,
URL.
no,
Yeah,
it's
we,
awesome. Yeah.
we recently got ours too.
Awesome.
TTV channel was taken. I was so mad.
What?
Some other bootleg channel got it.
What is it?
And
Like
they're
Thailand
banned.
Time.
Like, literally,
video.
I can't figure out because they got banned. They got banned before, and now it's just lost,
Dang.
just lost forever. So there you go.
Wow.
Nice.
But
Alright.
totally check out his channel. It was really great having you
Thank you
on.
so much.
Hopefully we'll see some.
Great.
yeah, it was
some
really,
more.
really fun.
Yeah.
It was,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
cool.
you
Nice.
like
Oh.
talked more than I did.
Amazing.
Well, that's
Yeah,
so
that's
hard
not
to do.
very hard, but
Yeah.
All right. Well,
We'll see you guys next week. I'm Jonathan.
I'm Barteran.
I'm Messa.
I'm LJ.
I'm purple.
I'm Just2Good. Peace out.
Oh yeah.
And we'll see you guys next week. Catch you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
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 Goodbye.